Honorable Danburam, you can now move your motion. Leader, Minority Leader, approach the chair, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my dear colleagues. I remain Honorable Danburam Abubakar Nuhu, representing Kano Municipal in Kano State. The House notes that the motion is on the downward trend of the Nigerian stock market. The House notes that there has been a gradual fall in the Nigerian stock market, which is grossly affecting the economy. Further notes that the sudden pull out of foreign investors has contributed to the continuous slide of the stocks and equities in the Nigerian stock market. Concern that the market capitalization of quoted equities, which opened the year 2015 at 11.4 trillion, now stands at 10.8 trillion, which represents 5.8% downward slide. Aware that the period under review, investors have lost over 676 billion of their stocks in the Nigerian stock market. Worried that investors are very skeptical of the Nigerian stock market due to the continuous depreciation of stock prices. Also worried that because of the drastic fall in crude price, which Nigeria generates over 80% of our income, the Central Bank of Nigeria have not been able to provide and meet the huge foreign exchange demand of investors. Disturbed that as a result of this and the effect of capital control of the foreign exchange management policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria is eroding interest and confidence of investors in the Nigerian capital market. Also aware that prior to the 2015 general election, the stock market experienced null in activities as investors either held their funds or divested from the Nigerian capital markets. Also concerned that the downward trend of the Nigerian stock market may impact negatively on the economy and slow down the implementation of the federal government developmental programs. Also concerned that in dealing with the trade of the Nigerian stock market, it is imperative to ensure the stability of our currency as an essential assurance to guarantee realistic returns to investments. The House resolves to mandate the Committee on Capital Market and Institutions to investigate the downward trend of the Nigerian stock market and report back to the House within 8 weeks. I so move, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. Thank you.
My name is Ayuba Mohamed Bello. I represent the good people of Jere Federal Constituency and I'm from Borno State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by Honorable Danburam. I so second.
Honorable Danburam, you can now lead the debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, my honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I'm sure we are all aware that on daily basis, the Nigerian stock exchange market is experiencing downward trend, and it is because of so many reasons. One of it has to do with the policy of the CBN that perhaps maybe might be affecting the FDIs, that's the foreign direct investors that are investing in this market and who are withdrawing their investment because of the fear of the continuous fall in the Naira, and also because of their fear that they will not be able to be covered by the new CBN policy of how they can recoup their money in foreign exchange. We are also aware that many Nigerians are having fear of now investing in this market because of what is happening with the economy as it relates to the issue of the falling price of oil, which is also affecting the economy, and naturally many people are having that fear of investing in this market. So my call is for this House to support this motion so that we will be seen to do what we need to do as honorable members representing people to investigate this issue and find out ways that we can support our economy, especially that we know that the economy is being faced with so many problems and there is a continuous fall in this economy. And by the time we meet in 2016, that we are saying that we need to look at other areas of diversifying our economy, this is one area that can support the economy of Nigeria and hugely also support the economy of Nigeria. And I think it is in our interest for us to see what we can do in supporting this area. So, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I urge you to support this motion so that we can be seen to do what we need to do in supporting the economy of Nigeria. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
I want to encourage members to support this motion so that the prayer of the mover, which is that the committee on capital market will investigate the development and report back to the House in 2 weeks. I support this motion, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Join my senior in appreciating the mover of this motion. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, it is an open secret that all over the world, major developmental efforts, especially in infrastructure, resources are majorly sourced from the stock markets now. The idea of making the stock market robust so as to allow the private expertise that drive such markets to come into government finances is deliberate. However, nobody will want to put its resources in a market that is having a free fall. What the mover of the motion intends to do, and which I support wholeheartedly, is for us as a house to intervene. Look at what brought us to where we are and see what we can do to make sure we do not return to where we are. South Africa has a robust stock market that today most government projects, road, bridges, hospitals, are financed through funds raised from the stock market. A stock market that cannot make return on investment, how can it finance such projects? Mr. Speaker, I appeal to my colleagues here today to support this motion so that it will give us a platform. Fortunately for us, SEC and other stakeholders have a 10 years master plan strategy on the ground. All we need to do now is to help drive such policies and galvanize the interests of ordinary people on the road. Stock market will do well when an average individual invests their resources into it. The moment you depend on foreign investors or corporate investors, any day, anytime they choose to pull out their resources, you have this kind of free.
Mr. Speaker, there are also other fundamentals. That is fundamental of the performance of market operators. We have Nigerian brewery, we have all manners of companies there who are not these foreign direct investment or foreign portfolio investors we're talking about that are leaving. Those are the determinant of our strength, our local strength in our local market. What is the confidence that investors can get out of their performance? It's not just their profit, Mr. Speaker, we talk about confidence in the market. It is about the information they give out or they fail to give out. Because that market is an efficient market, that's what you call it. And you have free entry and free exit, and information must be perfect. Until we have these fundamentals answer the question, it must be timely. We keep having it. Like when we talk about the investors are leaving, Mr. Speaker, so like I said, it's about the foreign direct investors. It's about the foreign portfolio managers. We need to know that our market require them, but even the one that drive our real sector, if things are proper and those are functioning well, the continuous fall and the debilitating effect on the economy can be mitigated and can be managed. So let me say that it is a good motion to the extent that we need to know, find out what is going on. But while we are doing that, we need to encourage our policymakers to start immediately, to start giving out the proper information and proper signals, and we'll start seeing recovery. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
I'll put the question. Those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against it say nay. The ayes have it. Motion is referred to the Committee on Capital Market and Institutions for further legislative